Turn it off. We're gonna get copyright infringement.
Oh shit.
No, I would fully like to support the group.
Could we continue it so I can get...
Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth, go over and check them out. Those are awesome people.
You turned off the mic.
Who should... No,
I
it's
didn't.
still
Oh,
recording.
okay, I'm sorry. I missed it.
That computer does actually have more than one core, so it is capable of doing more than one thing.
No, actually, I want to
50-50.
get the cease and desist order. I want to frame it and put it on my wall.
For playing Ruby.
Like, that'd be awesome.
How dare you!
Like, I'm so much of a risk of the Rooster Teeth guys that had to send lawyers after me. How awesome would that be?
No, they're also YouTube, so I think YouTube would be like, all right, no, this is more YouTube
They
doing
do-
YouTube
they
stuff.
do-
I do
Or
pay for
hosting.
Google Family, just so we're clear. I have a YouTube. I own it. I'm basically CEO.
Missio.
I think you misunderstand the concept.
I disagree completely.
Obviously, because you misunderstand the concept.
Holy shit! This is season 7 or Saga 7. What was it?
Saga 7.
Saga 7.
Saga 7 better than season.
It's like an
I like
epic
Saga
journey
7.
each and every time.
That's right.
Because I know one time
I'm gonna need another beer
I did
before
not
we start.
survive the fucking endeavor.
You said, yeah, you said you wanted to roll first, Taylor.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you want to roll for topic first, or do you want to roll what number in that topic first?
I want to roll. I'm gonna go with trends, and I
You
want to roll
can't
to
pick
determine
trends.
the day. So I was gonna roll the.
You can't pick
You
trends.
can't
gotta-
just change the rules on the fly here, man. Like, this isn't fucking
that's why we
anarchy.
went through and picked out what we were gonna
So
fucking
how
do.
many do we have? Do we have 7 though?
That's what I
We
said.
only have 6.
I went over this like a half hour
But see,
ago.
I think we're already
Drop
drunk
health.
enough for trends.
Drop health.
Drop health.
Just screw it.
Health? Wait,
I
I'd
think-
rather drop US than health.
I'd rather drop trends and never talk about it again. So if
Dude.
if it's gonna be that way,
Trends. Last time we did this, Trends was. This is the end of the night, and we're so belligerently drunk. We're talking about this now.
that was what I
Okay,
planned it for.
fine. Then drop trends, and when
No,
we're that
we'll just
drunk,
wait
we'll
until-
do it again.
If we get to number 6, then we'll do a number 7, which will be a trend.
Which will us be even belligerently
Wait.
drunk.
What?
Again, it
But we haven't even done one yet.
You mean that? So
Fuck,
as we
just
roll
roll.
2.
The
World.
world.
Oh, should I have randomized them?
Too late. We're moving on. A decision's been made.
He's not wrong.
Okay. Yes, that's true.
And for the sub roll,
2
If
was
you roll a 20.
14.
Good. I don't have to punch you in the kidney.
I think like anything above like 8 wasn't working, or like 12 or something like that last time. What was it, 14?
No, I'm telling you, the trends went in 20s.
14. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Washington
Ooh,
Post.
I got an HTTPS site.
Gas.
Shit's going down. U.S. Defense Chief visits aircraft carrier in South China Sea.
Oh, this is an important one.
Like, we talking Obama or who are we talking
No,
about?
U.S. Like it didn't say president.
It said Defense Chief.
So like.
So
one
a
of
defense chief inspects one of his ships. This is news?
Well, it's in the South China, in
Yes,
the China
because
Sea.
North Korea is fucking insane.
Where China's building that fucking island.
Yeah,
right
where
in the
China's,
middle.
where China's dumping land
Oh.
to extend itself into a middle of a shipping lane. Like
Oh.
there's ships that go through there every day, and they're saying, "Get the fuck out of our space. This is now China."
Is it, like, inside their aquatic
No.
waters?
No,
It's
they're
in
literally
international waters?
taking-
It's international
Yes.
waters that they're taking.
To be fair, like, isn't it pretty open laws out there?
I agree. It's kind of a fucking like a shady kind of thing. Technically, not.
Is there a plan to, like, just level the entire country of China to move it out to the
I'm
Pacific?
interested in see what's gonna go on. Maybe they're just like, hey, all the pollution, fuck
no.
that. We're out here.
Honestly, I'm fine with them making that because give it 10 years and it'll be underwater already.
You're not.
That's totally true.
So we need to focus on other shit. Let China do that. Fine, because they're going to also lose millions of miles of coastline, just like we are. We have a lot bigger issues. I think Russia should be fucking kept in
So you're
check
saying
right
instead
now.
of this guy going to the ship in the South China Sea, he should have been pitching an idea about saving the world at a peace rally.
Yeah. I guess.
Is that what we're okay? Just so
No, that was just my opinion. I don't know what your guys' opinion.
I don't know enough on the situation. I'm actually
Okay, so to give you some insight.
China's building an island. Like that's what they've been yelling about that for 15 years.
Yes,
like,
and then they have military presence on the island, and they're actually starting to begin a civilian.
I guess
presence
my
on it.
thing is that I don't mean to take this position. I think I do all the time.
well, it's not only that the islands are going out, but let me just explain. Not only are the islands getting out there, but they're being like militarized. Like they're getting airstrips, they're getting fighters, they're getting bombers. That's what's being built on these islands. It's not like it's like
but
population.
My thing is that when we went through the Pacific Theater, we militarized islands all over the place.
Yes, islands that were there. We're not building islands to go out there. The thing is, that is an act of war. That's why he's on this ship
building
out
an
there.
island is an act of war.
No, taking okay, so all of these countries that are depending on these international shipping lanes to be able to ship in a not necessarily
I guess, like,
a
how
profit-
far are we talking? Like that's
They're
where
like
I'm
70
confused.
miles off their fucking coast.
like
From what I understand, it's like it's out there.
yeah.
To me, it just
And they're
seems
saying
like,
everything from here back is ours now. So that's
okay.
place where ships were traveling every single day.
That's fair.
That now they're not able to do.
I guess if you look at our expansion of World War II, though, like we took over tons of territory in the Pacific, right?
That was at a wartime.
I'm aware,
And we were
but-
taking it from like Germany, who was across the fucking
Okay,
world
but
from
the thing
us.
was, so we didn't give it up when the war was.
But
over.
so okay, yes.
There's a person on the ship with him
I-
from the Philippines.
I want to agree with him
So
that
that's not entirely true. A lot of it is not our territory anymore. Even though, like we're buddy with them, cool, but it's not ours.
I'm not saying that there wasn't like after a period of time it happened. But what I'm saying is that it wasn't like, oh, the war's done. Okay, we're done with these islands. No, we maintained a pretty.
There was the
We
okay, the war is
maintained-
done. Let's slowly like degrade because maybe another one's gonna pop out because Hitler was a douchebag and there's other people like that. There was like a fucking melting pot still of all these people.
I hear ya. I guess my thing is that if we were doing that, we would be like, of course we can fucking build an island out in the middle of the ocean. We're America. We're number one, and we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. And if people got pissed, we would just tell them to fuck off. China does it, and we're like, oh, you're gonna destabilize the world economy. But if we were to do it, we would be defending it tooth and nail for our right to do it as Americans.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
I want to
I
argue,
guess, like-
but I really
So
can't.
I would like to bring. I would completely agree with your America aspect. We also only ever do that in times of war. Because America's always, we're all, this is, so I want to say this is America always at war. I completely agree. We have not been at a war for like 100 years or
Okay,
200 years
yeah.
or something. So this is not me discondoning war. So you're saying...
the thought was there.
No, just condoning. I don't.
Okay, so China is in fact, because if China's going, so America, everybody accepts is always at war. We're war, we're big guys, blah 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 blah. So China, who has been industrializing for quite a while, is now going to war by expanding their land.
No.
By following American.
Listen. I'm gonna teach you some truth about what China's providing by building this island in the middle of shipping lanes.
Okay.
What they're doing is they're obviously providing a safe harbor between this island point and their
No, they
mainland.
won't let people through anymore. Oh, safe harbor for
Right,
their
there's
own
no
people.
Their own people, and to make sure there's no pirates in the area. Oh, sure, some shipping lanes gotta get diverted, but you know then that the entire swath of territory inwards is free of pirates because obviously.
What does
with
that
the
matter
military,
to no one else who can
No.
go through there because of the pirates, aka China?
You're saying Chinese pirates occupy the waters between the
No.
islands and the
I'm
sea?
sure China is going to be reasonable about this.
Arr.
And just set it up as a checkpoint, saying, "Listen,
No,
head
it's a
here."
Chinese
Wait,
pirate.
we're better to bury your treasure than on an island you fucking made.
It's like
You would know where it was at.
Yeah, and no one else would have a map to it
yeah,
because
exactly.
it wouldn't exist.
Did you know there was a huge last? I think it's like a land of mass, like northeast of New Zealand that was on maps for like 100 years. but like it never actually exists. Like it's just like there's just like a miss.
Oh, miss.
Like someone just like transcribed it wrong or like read like coordinates wrong. They're like, oh, I see land. What coordinates? It's here. Oh, well, it's not New Zealand, which is directly 500, miles west here. West. It's got to be something new. No. But it was just copied over and over for years.
Jesus,
it's like
until we got like satellites and we're like, what the
What
fuck are they looking for?
exactly.
No, that's where the pirates came out and hid the island.
Do we have a map of where China's building this at? Like, I'm curious now.
Okay.
I think it would help. I think it would help those of us discuss.
This is also like a almost 2-year-old subject now.
Is it really now? I know. I mean, building islands isn't so new. Japan did the same thing for like an airport. I think China's done it around like just on the coastline for shit. Oh, weird.
So that shipping lane.
So who maintains international waters? Oh, no one? Okay, well, shit. I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, the UN is going to step in, obviously, which is what's happening. The thing is, I don't know if they should.
So, question. So when military forces get brought up by the Security Council of the UN, the only way they can mobilize any sort of actual force, I believe China's a member of that and can just veto it, at which point it stops. So what is the UN going to do?
You know what's going to happen?
I'm curious.
I think what would happen in that situation if China wanted to keep its vote in order to be able to veto another vote that could just happen the next fucking day, the moment they're kicked out, China would have to all of a sudden be the police in the area.
Okay, let me ask you, let me point this out. If you look at the last, 50 years of relations with nations in the UN, they don't really get kicked out all that often. And if they're on the Security Council, because again, Russia was on the Security Council, so that's why the UN during all the Cold War era didn't do shit. Because anytime military action was proposed, Russia would be like, no.
I
right.
hope.
So I'm curious, but we've had these situations, and what you propose has never happened.
I'm just afraid
in
of a world
60
war.
years.
I don't want
No,
that.
World War is not the situation at all. Nobody wants. It's not economical. At this
point. So not economical. Look at fucking Russia. We have companies
It's a
more
good
valuable than
population
Russia,
control.
and Russia is so fucking scary as far as.
It's a really good
I'm not saying it's not
population
a
control.
money building industry, but my point is that actual war isn't good because I hate to say this, Americans' problem, our shit's too good. Look at this whole war on terror. It's not a matter of having an army versus an army. It's us just having to find these little fuckers hiding out in caves, and then once we do, we just drop a fucking heat guided bunker busting anti-personnel round in the bunker and we're done.
I don't know if economics has so much as far as
We have SEAL Team 6 to go in and mop up, and if there's
No, we'll send drones in. And if you believe Jurassic World, raptors.
You need to watch fucking Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.
My god!
My wife told me about it. I can't do it, guys.
Dude,
yes,
holy shit.
watch it.
You'll never fucking
it is-
believe how fast that T-Rex was. It was amazing. It was the fastest goddamn dinosaur you ever seen in your life.
I'm gonna do a projector night again. I'll do a Facebook event and get a bunch of people invited.
Oh my god, that was such a fucked up movie.
Okay, if we do that one, then you have to do Tucker and Dale versus Evil after that immediately, because
Oh, they fit.
to see where a good B movie is.
Double feature night,
Right.
Double. Okay, I'll get this plan on. Anyways,
At least both of those,
And Tucker and Dale versus Evil, you're all gonna be like fucking PBR.
so all right, back on topic here. So we have a map of where China's building this island, which is way the fuck out from their territory.
Correct.
It's far out.
I'd be more fine if they just started building islands around them initially. Why did they have to build it next to just another
I assume
country?
it's not exactly
It is just straight up to be we're smack dab in the middle of this area, at which point we're going to have 3 fighter squadrons, 4 naval garrisons on hand, as well as stationing 20 other naval garrisons. to
because
protect
they
our
think
now-
pirates are going to attack them.
No, because they want to control the area. Because they want to force either shipping out the other way. They're going to have a huge economic advantage. That's China's state. Is the state controls everything, so they use everything in their power to just increase their own abilities, and that's to a degree, they have that right. We just don't like it at a global level. We like globally things to stay the same. And of course, how do you settle these disputes in a truly finalistic fashion? Oh, you go to war. But again, going to actual war, again, superpowers, it'd be like a very short affair. Because you know what? Obama calls up, I don't know who the current Chinese top guy is. So listen, I assume you have your hand on the red button. I got mine on the red button. Are we doing this, or like we backing down? Like, come on, let's get this settled. And that's just how it's gonna go.
I really wish we would, for a short period of time, stop giving a shit so much about trying to maintain stability and peace in all these little areas, and take a moment and fucking invest real quick in sustainable energy and fucking sustainable food source that does not require like depending upon reliable rain. Like like right now, it fucking snowed right now. What if a farmer had already planted their whole crop and it just fucking died?
It's fine right now. That didn't freeze.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so if it continues to get more erratic, like we're going to have to.
Oh wait, hold on. Our weird weather has always been part of Montana. That is not erratic.
Okay, no, I'm not going off of.
Spring snow is normal.
I know what he's getting at. What he's talking about is Asimov predicted it of giant algae farms and yeast farms in which you just flavor the shit however you want, and it's nutritiously everything the human body needs, and you can get the biomass, but it's not a real steak. It's not a real potato. Well, it might be a real potato.
Well, I think we can easily produce the meat. That I'm not afraid of.
We need to cut down our meat consumption.
Well, no,
you talk about sustainability for farming and agriculture uses. We need to cut meat back to like 25% of our current
protein,
use.
like fish.
Doesn't matter. Like, we have way too much red meat in our diet as Americans. We don't.
Okay, so not like fish.
You could go
so
like
red meat. So not
I'd say
pork,
beans, like other sources of proteins that are fine.
It's
Like we just have way too.
tasty.
I know, but red meat, like in that quantity, I'm not saying like little bits. It's not good for you, but like extended periods of having it is just like we're not built for that. We're omnivores.
Eliminate the steak burritos every night and just have a steak like once a week or something would be
or less. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like 2 or 3 occurrences of beef a month, really.
Oh.
Like you don't need a lot, is the thing.
Because one thing that really happens is, we die more than anything because of colon cancer and fucking heart disease.
And red meat's just really taxed on the system. Like it's really like nutrient dense and like protein dense, but your body just has to like burn a lot to do it.
One reason why this is relevant is because China is one of our largest consumers of beef. So if we were to actually go to war with them, I'm sure their populace would get even more pissed.
No, you see, the thing is,
disappear.
their people used to eat a rice roll mix that was totally giving them maybe 600 calories a day. These people are bred from a genetic stock that can survive on very little amount of food. Them getting beef has only allowed them to have such a massive population of people like they've had, because now they just like everyone just gets like a beef jerky strip, already more protein in like a week than they used to get. So. That's the thing. They're set for the next 20 years. They've already got the population. China's gonna take over the world.
I don't know. I don't know if their people are happy enough to.